that a child is a shadow of father and mother. And we take a lot of things from our father as well as from our mother. What are the things, what are the principles that you have taken?
So my father was a disciplinarian, and he himself was very disciplined in his own life, very hardworking, absolute integrity. So I'm of course influenced by that. As far as my relationship with him is concerned, that he would demand a lot of discipline, and my mother would mediate. So whenever I was in a situation that I am going to have that, anger or rebuke or reprimand, she would come in between and shield, and she would tell him that, okay, we will tell him that this is right, this is wrong, but you should not be very harsh. She will tell it to my father. But privately she will tell me that you should not have done this.
Yes. That as a leader now, did it help?
Yes, so this is what I do exactly. So first of all, I would not react to a situation, and then I learned that how to quieten a situation, and it became one of my leadership principles that when you deal with teachers, you get angry, isn't it?
Yes.
You deal with children, you get angry. But I always followed the principle that public praise and private criticism.
Wow.
This is one thing.
Public praise,
and
private criticism.
So if you have to say something, say it privately.
It's very important for the parents as well as for every leaders to know this is what actually made Ahlcon and
absolutely.
your leadership, that you always praise
publicly
and
shout out. The leaders have to learn how you can shout out about even a very insignificant achievement of a child and the teacher.
That motivates to get more.
That motivates the person and inspires others. Right? So it will motivate that person that I am getting a public applause. And the others who are applauding are getting inspired. Right? I mean, I will share with you the famous story of Sachin Tendulkar. His mojo moment or the moment which changed his whole thought process was that he was sitting in the stadium and somebody was hitting fours and sixes and he was clapping, and then quietly from behind his coach, Mr. Achrekar, he came and he said, Sachin, how long will you keep clapping like this? You have to go out in the middle and let this entire stadium clap for you. Right?
Did someone say something like this to you which changed your whole process?
So I was in class 6, I will tell you, and people say that I was good in debating, and I came first in one inter-school debating, inter-school debating competition.
Absolutely.
And you know what happened after that?
Yes.
So I'm talking of maybe late 60s or something like that, and there was assembly next morning, and my school's managing committee's chairperson was there. He came especially to applaud the children, and he praised me before the whole school and teachers and all that. And you know what he did? You can't imagine. He said, I have a special prize, an award of ₹1 for Ashok.
Wow. And wow.
₹1. And it was a huge thing. It was a huge amount. And I'll tell you how it was a huge amount if you don't, you are not able to perceive it.
I can completely relate it.
No, I'm telling you, the next morning, when I went into the class after receiving that princely sum of ₹1, and next morning when I went to the classroom, my class teacher, he said, you got ₹1 yesterday? And he told me in Hindi, सब उड़ा दिया या कुछ किताब भी खरीदी? Can you believe it? So in ₹1 you could buy something for your friends and you could also buy a book.
So what you did?
So I had done both.
Achha.
So I had bought mungfali also as a party for my friends, and I had got a small booklet also. So